What's good, YouTube? It's Christian Cole 1K. Back with another reaction. About to be reacting to IRL streamer faced life in prison for this. I think I heard a little bit about this story. I think buddy named Gara or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we're gonna get straight into it.
Was potentially facing life in prison after allegedly kidnapping his ex-girlfriend at gunpoint, but now, in a strange turn of events, is back to live streaming again. And all of this happened a year after he reportedly caught her cheating on him while they were both live streaming together. So what's absolutely crazy about this story is most of it happened while they were live. And all of this was following about 2 years of an extremely toxic and turbulent relationship. Yeah, it's safe to say that things escalated a little bit more than expected here. So meet Timothy Brooks, better known as Lil Gara, a 20-year-old Twitch streamer who's essentially been building up a decent Twitch following on the Grand Theft Auto role-playing community, which, if you're not familiar with, it's essentially where streamers role-play with other players as different characters in a modded version of Grand Theft Auto 5.
I got one guy in the shower with a microwave.
Within these servers, they can have jobs, form friendships, create their own story, almost like a simulated version of real life. This guy was a typical young streamer, trying to make it big, doing IRL content mixed with gaming.
Man, it's your boy Guard Don Dada.
With his primary focus always being on his GTA 5 role-playing content, until he became infamous for all the wrong reasons. And I mean, this whole situation is just a perfect example of how toxic relationships can spiral completely out of control when you add the social media factor into the mix. Now, to fully understand the story, we need to go back in time to April 2024, when Gara and his girlfriend decided to stream an IRL date at a local restaurant. It was just a normal couple's night out, other than the fact that they were broadcasting it live to their Twitch viewers. They started by ordering drinks and then browsing the menu. You know, typical things you would do at a restaurant. And this is where things went completely off the rails, because as soon as he got a hold of her phone, he started scrolling through it. And you can watch his face visibly change in real time as he discovers something. The girlfriend quickly realizes what was happening and snatches the phone back and begins to act extremely defensive. All while, I guess, the streamer just sits there, mouth wide open, completely speechless.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Bro, what is your problem? What is your problem? What is your problem, bro? Bro, what is your problem?
And then the stream just abruptly ends. So obviously, most people could guess what just happened. He caught his girlfriend cheating while on a date with hundreds of people watching. And the clip went viral back then, even drawing the attention of bigger streamers like FaZe Silky, who has also collaborated with Gara previously. And later that day, Gara called up Silky during his stream to explain exactly what he discovered on his girlfriend's phone. According to him, she'd been getting clever about how she was hiding her supposed cheating.
Silky, these are getting clever, gang. You know what they're doing?
What?
And I noticed this in 1 second. Bro, when they link you, they're unsaving their numbers, so when they call them, it's random numbers, bro. Yo. and I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at every in her, and I'm looking at, I clicked the message, she said, I miss you so bad, this, yo, a real conversation, gang, and it's all, like, you yelling 2 hours ago, bro. You yelling 2 hours, like, you feel me? And I'm realizing this all in 1 second. I'm like, I swipe down to the notifications. I see the same number texted her.
All this tone and shit, bro. It's like, I don't feel bad for a nigga that get cheated on and be a dumbass and take the girl back. Like, a nigga gonna get cheated on. Like, that's just life. Like, females gonna get cheated on, niggas gonna get cheated on, bro. But you took her back from what the story's saying. So, like, you a cornball for taking her back, bro. If you seen that, you should have automatically cut her off right there. Not did no weirdo shit after that.
Unsaved number. Straight messages through that, gang.
So you started scrolling that mad fast. I see you scrolling mad fast.
Yo, I started scrolling mad fast, gang.
And then we gotta really figure out, was this really his girlfriend? Like, really his girlfriend, or just on some content shit? Because people be doing content relationships, you know what I'm saying? Like, content. They're not really dating, bro. You know what I'm saying? So she just on some content shit? Because some niggas really be on that, like, they be on some content shit, but they expect the girl to really be loyal to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was on some shit like that, then what are you doing all this for? You know what I'm saying? But that was really his girlfriend. You should have just ended it right there. She cheated on you.
Yo, I'm looking at the clip, yo, bro.
Gara also posted about this incident on Twitter saying, "Disappointed. My fault. I didn't mean for it to go like that."
He said disappointment. I forgot that dude. Fucking 2 minute stream. Fuck these hoes. We on that guy be way too jaded. And then I don't get like why grown men be doing this for. Like you got cheated on, okay. Take it to the chin and shut up about it, bro. Use it as motivation. Like, why are you going to the net? Like, I feel like niggas be trying to get sympathy with this. Like, nigga, nobody cares, gang. Like, everybody probably done got cheated on. Well, you know what I'm saying? You're not the only nigga in the world that done got cheated on. Nigga, like, what the fuck are you going to the net about it for? You know what I'm saying? Like, the stream is the stream. Like, you can't really control what happens on there. But you going to Twitter to, like, go gossip? Like, what are we doing, bro?
Yeah, did only a 10-minute stream. Screw these girls. We on that grind. I'm way too genuine. Meanwhile, she called 12. So the girlfriend in question here is India, who goes by India Baby on social media. Similar to her ex-boyfriend, she's also what you would call a niche personality, but still pretty popular within her target audience. India's been within the streaming scene for a while now, dating back as far as 2020 when she used to play NBA 2K and GTA RP. As a result, she became popular in both these communities, and in the past, was also featured on one of Kai Cenat's E-Date streams.
Do you have any tattoos?
Do I have any tattoos? No, I love your tattoos.
Thank you.
I mean, it is safe to say this whole cheating story from 2024 gains an entirely different perspective when told from her point of view. Because when this clip was posted on Twitter claiming that she was Gara's wife at the time of the live stream, her followers were actually quick to correct that statement, saying that they...
That's what I'm saying. Now, why are you on your line in engagement for me? That is not his wife nor his girlfriend. That's his ex-girlfriend. They were not in a relationship when this happens. That's what I be meaning, folks. Like, was they really dating? Or was they, you know what I'm saying? Like she said, is that his ex on some shit they on and off? Or was it just content? You know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of people be making this shit up, acting like they really be, like, people really be dating. Like, I was just seeing some shit with J Cinco and Lala. They probably don't even really date. That's probably just on some content shit. You feel me? Like, a lot of this shit just be content, folks.
They weren't married or even together, but rather each other's exes at the time of that incident. So India not only confirmed this last statement, but also claimed that it was Gara who cheated on her first.
She's ex, so she's allowed to ask why she want to her phone. That's his. Oh, she's a bitch, so she's allowed to ask why he want to her phone. That's his ex. She doesn't owe him anything. She can do whatever she wants. It's not cheating. That's absolutely correct. Thank you. We broke the last year due to him cheating, and this deal was supposed to be him fixing. I don't know why the fuck you, if he cheated, why the fuck are you still conversating with him? Like, I don't get how people do that. They get cheated on and they still conversate with the person that cheated on. Like, you cheat, like, I feel like you get cheated on, you need to cut that person off. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? And that's why
Back
shit
in
lead to this.
2023. Since then,
Because,
they
like,
haven't been back.
If one significant other cheat on the other, then it's just a toxic relationship from that part. Because now they gonna feel like, now that whatchamacallit, let's say a guy cheats on a girl, that guy shouldn't take that girl back because she's obviously gonna be vindictive with it and get her revenge. You know what I'm saying? And then she shouldn't take him back because if he cheated once, she'll do it again. He'll do it again, and it's vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even like somebody cheat on me, they cut off. That solves all this problem. Ain't no fixing.
Back together, and this date he streamed where he caught her cheating was supposedly a second chance she gave him to fix things up, which to me sounds even crazier because
look where that second chance got her. What they say? She got kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I be saying, bro.
why would they want to
Somebody
live
cheat on you,
stream
just leave
that?
them alone.
Just, I mean, it really just goes to show you that the internet has really messed up what people's perspective of a healthy relationship is. But I mean, hey, I guess if it goes really wrong or really right, that's content. Because that's like the only upside I can see with live streaming your entire life like this. And just like that, the stream ended. According to her Instagram stories, Gara had stolen her bag and then thrown it into a lake. He also apparently stole $3,000 from her, which is, that's a lot of money. And honestly,
he cheated on you before. You should have cut him off from there. I mean, him stealing her bag, okay, that's fucked up. But anything that happens from after that point, you do that to yourself, man. Like, he cheated on you, you kept continuing to talk to him, you were trying to let him fix it and shit. You shouldn't have did that.
that was a massive red flag for what was going to come. And also a good reason for why she would want to call the cops on the guy after the date was over. Apparently, Gara and India's relationships have always been this like toxic pattern of breakup, makeup, and repeat. So we've already had confirmation that they were together in 2023, because that was when Gara allegedly first cheated on her. And it was also likely before June of that year, because in June of 2023, India was spotted at a hotel with an upcoming Chicago artist by the name of Lil Jeremy hugging him. So I'm assuming they've already broken up at that point, but who knows?
Yeah,
And it
that
seems
shit
like
over
they
with.
may have even been dating in
Like, this is some
2022.
toxic
Funnily
shit.
enough, in
Like,
October of 2024, 6 months after the whole restaurant incident, India reposted a TikTok video, I guess maybe a joke, about cheating being her favorite hobby. So, I mean, yeah, things
see,
get a little bit
like,
more
they just toxic, bro. They cheat on each other. They just toxic. That's just them. Like, and she can't be mad. She reposting shit like that. Like, you want to take back a nigga that's cheating on you? Look what the situation you got yourself into. They about to get to it, but I'm sure they about to talk about how he kidnapped her. I'm not saying she should have got kidnapped at all, but I'm saying you mess with people that obviously are cheating on you, taking them back. Like, they obviously don't have your what's it called, bro? I ain't gonna say that they don't care about you, because people, somebody could cheat on you, they can still care about you, but it just, they're not putting you first in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, your well being don't really matter that much to that extent. Like, he already cheated on you. What, like, who else know? Like, just get away from that toxic shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at the situation you put yourself into.
complicated when the story goes to that gray area where it's hard to determine who's really at fault within the relationship and for why it didn't work out. But, you know, in most relationships, it's a two-way street. But either way, it definitely looks like we got two people bringing out the absolute worst in each other. And this was all in the midst of an extremely toxic 2-year relationship. But I guess little did anyone know that this would eventually escalate to something way more dangerous. Because fast forward to May 27th of this year, police reports of Gara's arrest started going viral after Twitter user NetClips posted Gara's mugshot on his page.
That's ass crazy.
And this was taken from the Miami-Dade County's mugshot Facebook page. And it's safe to say the charges were insane. You would think they were given to him in the Grand Theft Auto role-playing server. Kidnapping with a weapon, firearm, or aggravated battery. Burglary with assault or battery, punishable by life. And then finally, to top everything off, carrying a concealed weapon. According to official police statements, the cops responded to reports of a kidnapping at 538 Northeast 61st Street, Miami, Florida, following a 911 call from a female stating someone had a firearm to her head. And the incident had at least 4 witnesses, and even though India herself refused to give a statement and press charges against her,
How he posted him after he got put in jail. After what he did to me, the police were called to the scene by the witnesses. I refuse to give a statement and press charges. He's in jail because of the same. I still love and care about him. Why do you still love and care about him even after he crashed out? What the fuck be wrong with these girls? Like, crazy, goofy ass nigga, and she talking about she still love him. He put a gun in your head. Like, these girls be dumb as hell, and he dumb as hell too for doing all that. You could have just left her from the get go. Like, these niggas be stupid, and these hoes be stupid too.
her streamer situationship, the witnesses didn't follow her lead and decided to cooperate with authorities independently. Allegedly, one of the witnesses was India's friend, who had recently arrived in town with the victim at the time of the incident, who reported that they were both staying at an Airbnb located at that address where the incident took place. And I'll be referring to them as Witness 1, as stated in the official document. And they were the only ones inside the apartment when Witness 1 heard a loud banging at the front door, and upon looking through the window, saw Gara trying to break in. Witness 1 then alerted India, and both tried to prevent Gara from entering by physically holding the door shut. Gara then climbed up to the balcony and entered the apartment through a sliding door. Meanwhile, both India and the Witness 1 ran to a bedroom, attempting to lock themselves in. Gara then forced the door open, preventing it from closing, and then entered the room, where he grabbed India and allegedly slammed her against the wall. He then took 2 cell phones from the bedroom nightstand and proceeded to throw them off of the balcony, all while India went downstairs to retrieve her phone. Witness 1 tried to follow her, but Gara grabbed them and threw them to the ground. Gara then left the apartment and dragged India
His
by her
ass ain't
hair
getting
into
out.
a gray Mercedes-Benz parked outside. He then drove away from the scene with a woman inside, and at the traffic signs located at Biscayne Boulevard and Northeast 61st Street, India managed to jump out of the car for a moment before Gara pulled her back into the car and fled southbound on Biscayne Boulevard on Northeast 61st Street. Approximately 1 hour and 40 minutes after the incident, a 911 call was received regarding a suspicious vehicle located in the alleyway on Northeast 16th Street. The vehicle description matched Gara's Mercedes, and that was how the police located the streamer. So after the news of Gara's arrest broke, India posted on her Instagram story addressing what had happened. She said, "I'm back. Thank you everyone who checked up on me while I went through something very traumatic, which almost caused me to lose my life. Story time tomorrow on stream. I love y'all." However, at the time of the video, she has not shared her whole side of the story publicly yet. So now, a lot has happened since I recorded the first part of this video, and honestly, this entire story has just taken some pretty wild turns that I honestly did not even expect. So first off, India finally came back to streaming after being away for nearly 2 months. I was curious to see if she would finally give us her full side of the story, especially after everything went down. But in her comeback stream, she didn't even really deep dive into what happened at all. She almost brings up the topic. You can tell she's thinking about it, but she doesn't elaborate much beyond the surface level. All she talks about is this hiatus of hers that lasted about 2 months because of her being depressed, going to therapy, and having nightmares. I wonder why, but who knows, I guess. She says she's now feeling better.
It was fake. No, I just went through some stuff, and basically I started like therapy, and so I've been in therapy. I've been trying to get myself together. I've been trying to get my head together. I've been trying to, like, I just been depressed. So yeah, I literally just cut it. My hair grew a lot, like, for the past 2 months. But yeah, it was just like a lot. Like, I was just going through depression. I was going through so much stuff. Like, literally every day I would go to sleep and I would wake up to a nightmare. Like, all of my nightmares have been like,
I'm
I
gonna
just been
skip this,
having,
y'all. She ain't talking about shit.
I just needed some time to myself.
And after that, the stream just proceeded into her usual Grand Theft Auto content. The fact their relationship was this like weird cycle of breaking up and getting back together, and then it suddenly escalated to this is pretty insane. It's not something you hear every day, to put it lightly. And what makes
Hell
this all
no.
so much dumber is the fact that so much of this was live streamed for the entire internet to see, and still it escalated to this. Now for Gara, he was released and he made his first public Twitter statement
He got
about the
out?
situation on Twitter on
This nigga got out from that? What in the hell?
June 12th,
I
2025.
thought he was
In it,
still locked
he mentions
up,
that
bro.
he was charged
Unfortunately, being charged with very serious offenses and having seen the jail charges Trump out of Miami-Dade PD, and had numerous conversations between my lawyer Michael and Gully and the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office, and they decided that based on 12 there was no reason to likelihood they were saying that for it. Oh, because she probably not gonna press charges against him. I mean, she still got that friend, got that witness. If they really want to get his ass in jail, but that nigga crazy, bro. If her ass still be around him after that, her ass is dumb. That nigga crazy.
very serious offenses and having to sit in jail for weeks. But after numerous conversations between him and his lawyer, it was decided that there was no reasonable likelihood of conviction, and therefore the state made a decision to not file criminal charges. He claims all the charges were dropped and all the claims
They out there trying to drop all praise and glory, going straight to the man of blood. You need to thank her ass, nigga. That's who you need to thank. Her ass ain't pressing charges against your dumb ass. All claims that they made to pull 100% false. Like, that shit ain't false. I believe everything that shit said he did. Cause this nigga crazy. This ain't my first time hearing about him. I heard he done pulled guns out on streamers. Like, this nigga guard crazy. This has been the worst and most eye-opening experience of my life. Almost losing my career, life, mental, over something I cannot ever control, did not do. Being falsely accused as a black man facing a possible death sentence, not knowing if I'll ever see sunlight again. The Miami police will be getting sued for not only being racist and prejudiced, but also forcing max charges when told not to by the detectives themselves. Telling me I stream, I got a couple dollars and attempts to exploit me for money for a personal gain.
and statements made to the public by other parties were 100% false as an attempt to ruin his public image and life. Then on top of that, he's also apparently suing Miami police, especially for forcing max charges when told not to do so by the detectives themselves. In a statement, he says that it was a life-changing experience, not knowing whether he would come home to see his family, damaging thoughts of his career being over, and then, you know, a lot of other hardships during this time. He was also looking forward to getting back to work and streaming, providing great content to his followers, putting an end to all the lies and rumors being spread about his name. And that's what he did, because on his comeback stream on June 24th, 2025, when someone in his chat asked about when Gara thought he would be able to tell what happened, he gave us more details about his POV after the incident.
Damn, it's just so much.
That's what I will say though. These girls do be lying. You know what I'm saying? That he could be telling the truth for real. I don't believe he's telling the truth, but he could. But these girls do be lying about shit. So I don't know. But his ass crazy. I know that for sure.
In my mind right now, yo, it's so much I want to say, and it's just coming out at one time. When do you think you will be able to tell what happened? I ain't gonna lie, chat. So look, right now, as of June 24th, all of my charges are dropped. But I'm getting threatened, chat. If I get locked up, and
for real, that's crazy. It is what it is. I love you, but I rather really like you be miserable because I love you and can't be with you. Is this old girl?
And they try to stick. You feel me? They try to, you know what I'm saying? Gang, this is what I'm dealing with. If I get locked up, we ride. You understand? We fight, yo. We cannot let these demons, you know what I'm saying, do this, bro. Y'all see what I was dealing with? You understand? I'm just in a bad situation, bro. Like I can't do nothing. And I learned my lesson, bro. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I learned my lesson, but I also refuse to be silenced. But I will also not say anything to my case. You understand that? Like, what I'm showing y'all isn't my case. This is just the type of person, this, that, and the third, like this crazy person. You know what I'm saying? How you got a case if the charges drop? Because you can still reopen. She can still reopen the case, bro. She been threatening me. You know, I already talked to my lawyer, bro. Like, regardless, if something does happen, this, that, and the third, I have all the proof. I have everything. Like, I have videos of her trying to, you feel what I'm saying, pop me. Like, she was trying to turn me into bro from New York, gang. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, yo, like, look, I have the video of that, bro. Bro, every time something happened, I have a video, gang.
Show it.
Like, I have a video of everything, bro. So.
Okay, so that's pretty different. Gara, I guess now, is claiming that he was being threatened and showed a screenshot on the screen. The name of the...
You're weird as fuck. Like, I hate y'all. I really hate you, bro. See, now it said this could be fake messages. Bro, they both are dumb and crazy as hell. Like, she said, I hope you die. I'm assuming that's what it says. Or go to jail sometimes because... Or some shit. Oh, okay. Some shit because you deserve none of misery. So if he did all that and you said, I hope you blank or go to jail sometimes, why didn't you put him in jail? That's why her ass might be lying for. You know what I'm saying? But either way, they both dumb and toxic.
Person wasn't showing, so I would rather not jump into any conclusion yet. This whole situation is now turning into a he said, she said situation.
Yeah,
so
like,
hard to weigh in here. And he claims to have proof of everything that he said on stream.
Show
So
the
this
proof.
now...
God damn it. You got proof of everything, show the proof, man. But shit, that's a little, you know what I'm saying, IRL streamer face life in prison for this dumbass situation. Two toxic ass people in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Never gonna end well, man. But that was a good video to react to. Catch you in the next reaction.